My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Today we're taking a look at a fire starter from a company called Bigfoot Bushcraft. What we have here is an interesting product. It's not one that I could say that is really unique because I've seen these before. I'll talk about that in more detail in just a minute, but what these are basically is cotton-infused wax fire starters. According to the company, these are easy to light, they're windproof and waterproof. I figured that we would put those claims to the test and take a look at this product together. So here are the fire plugs, the Bigfoot Bushcraft Fire Plugs. Now, if you go out to purchase these, you could find these in numerous amounts. You can find them in a pack of 30, 80, and 200. The pack of 30, which you see here, is $15. The pack of 80 is $30, and the pack of 200 is $70. So, taking a look at one of these fire plugs, these weigh 2.7 grams, and each one is about 1.5 inches long. They are a little bit tacky. This is essentially a combination of cotton and wax together. So there's a little bit of a waxy feel to it, but it's not bad. It's not the same as like rubbing a candle or anything like that. As far as the smell goes, it smells like a scented hand soap or something like that. It definitely doesn't smell like a chemical. I'd say it's almost fruity, but I can't quite place what fruit it is. Taking a look at the instructions on the back side, it says bend the plug in half, back and forth. Okay. Then it says twist the halves in opposite directions to pull apart. As I'm doing this, I could see that the fibers of the cotton are being frayed. There are a few claims that the company makes that I want to test out. Specifically, the company says that a single spark can light one of these. Next, they say that this is windproof and waterproof. That's a bold statement to make because there's a big difference between a product being waterproof and windproof and a product being wind resistant and water resistant. And if this is, I would be shocked. I really don't think it is either one of those. I think it will be wind resistant, water resistant, but not waterproof and windproof. When the company says this is windproof, once this is ignited, I should not be able to blow this out under any circumstances. When the company says this is waterproof, I should not be able to extinguish this with water. I don't know. I'm not sure, folks. I don't think this is going to be windproof, and I don't think this is going to be waterproof. Also, the company claims these will burn for 5 minutes straight. Let's see if that's accurate as well. So let's go ahead and let's ignite this. Now check out that ferro rod. That is a rod that has seen some things. All right, let's go ahead and light this up, and let's get the timer ready as well. As it stands, that did not ignite. So let's go ahead and pull these fibers apart even more so. Maybe that's the key. Okay, that did it. Let's see how well this burns. So it's been burning away for 2 minutes now. Very good amount of flame coming off of this. There is some black smoke coming off of it as well. But as far as like the flame production, I'm impressed. It's not bad. I'm not going to try to blow this out yet. Let's do a time test to begin with. Then we'll move on to the other claims. So we're 3 minutes in, and it looks like to me like this side is no longer burning. Three minutes, 26 seconds. Coming up on 4 minutes. I tell you what, folks, their claims of 5 minutes looks to be accurate. We're very close. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. We're without a doubt in the ballpark. And it's almost out. Hit 5 minutes and it's out. Check that out. 5 minutes, 3 seconds. Almost 5 minutes, 4 seconds. Okay, very interesting. Just a little bit of fiber left over. That was 5 minutes basically on the dot. So let's go ahead and let's light up another one. And let's see if we can blow these out. Let's see if they really are windproof. Okay, let's do this. Very easy ignition. Windproof? I don't think so, but let's go ahead and light this back up. Let it really get burning for a second here. I was able to blow this out with ease, to be honest. I wasn't blowing very hard. So the entire thing is burning now. Let's see if we can blow it out. Wow, I mean, that's, that's pretty easy. Okay. You can see that I really didn't blow that hard on it. So is it windproof? No, it's not. Okay, so now let's move on to the waterproof test. Now, I'm not going to take this and dunk this in the water because this pretty much has like a hard outer shell that I do not believe is going to absorb any water. What I want to do here is open this up, expose those fibers, and then wet it, and then see if it will ignite. I'm just going to pour some water on it. I'm not going to soak it or anything like that. I want to be as realistic as possible with this sort of test. Oh, so it went out. Okay. Okay, so it went out. I mean, it's wet. Let's see if we can pull back the wet stuff, and get the inner core to ignite. Okay, here we go again. You can hear all of the water being burned off. It's barely burning on that side. Is it out? It's out. As far as this being waterproof, I'm going to say no. It does kind of ignite, but it doesn't want to stay lit. If that cotton gets wet, even with the wax, it does not want to burn. In the end, this is not waterproof. It's best to keep these out of the water, out of the rain as much as possible. If we can get this to burn fairly well, I'll take just a little bit of water and I'll dump it right on top. And that will be our last waterproof test. We're at the point now where it's completely dried out. The whole thing is burning. Let's just put a little bit of water on there and see what happens. Just a drop. So a little bit of water put out that bottom section. The top part did not get hit. So as it dries it out, this is coming back. Yeah, so I mean, there you go, everyone. This is without a doubt not waterproof. A little bit of water splashed up, put this out, and it's pretty much done for. You might be able to like cut this up, shred it up, expose some more fibers, and you might be able to get it to reignite, maybe. So right there you have it, folks. We did some interesting testing with these fire plugs. So without a doubt, they're not windproof. Without a doubt, they're not waterproof. They are wind resistant, water resistant, but that's about it. The overall burn time, right at 5 minutes per plug. That's not bad. Now here's something to think about. Let's say that you have primarily dry materials. You don't need much of this plug. You could cut it in half, or you can cut it long ways. You can cut it into chunks and use what you need to get your fire to go. You do not have to use an entire one of these if you don't need to. And that's an interesting aspect to this product. Now, the company claims these have a shelf life of over 10 years, and they claim it's non-toxic. Of course, you cannot use these to burn in an enclosed space or anything like that. As far as the materials go, I think, again, it's cotton and wax, and that's it. Overall, my experiences with these fire plugs has been positive. I see this as being an excellent fire starter to get your fires to go. You can use these in wet conditions, but I would not use them in the rain or anything like that. Because we're dealing with wax, I mean, it's almost like dealing with like an oil fire or something like that. When you introduce water to oil or water to hot wax, I mean, it just explodes, it splatters, and that's what happens here. It's very similar. If you're going to use these in wet conditions, I would recommend having these protected so that rain doesn't fall on them. They're not windproof. They're not waterproof. They do burn for 5 minutes. The smell, it's not bad. It's interesting. I'm not, not sure what it really smells like. Something fruity. You can light these with matches, a lighter, a ferro rod. They're easy to bend, easy to twist apart. You can take your knife, you can cut them up. Now, when it comes to purchasing these, I did a little search last night for Bushcraft Fire Starter, and it turns out there's another company out there who offers something similar to this. Theirs is like a fire starting rope. You can find it in like 10-foot lengths. That is not the same company. This is Bigfoot Bushcraft Fire Plugs. So these companies, they're not the same one. So if you decide that you like these, you want to buy these, make sure that you find the right company. talking about competitor companies, as I mentioned before, this is not a unique product. I've seen this from other companies, and if you go searching for something like this, you will find them online. Bigfoot Bushcraft sells 30 of these for 15 bucks. I've seen companies sell 50 of these for $9, and they look to be the exact same thing, a combination of cotton and wax, and the other companies claim they burn for 5 minutes as well. I don't know who initially came up with this. I don't know who is copying who. I honestly don't know much about the quality of the other ones, but I can tell you with the quality of this is not bad. All in all, for getting fires going, I don't think this is a bad product at all. I have quite a few of these. I'm going to use these for quite a while, and in my adventures you will see me using this product, and we will continue to discuss my thoughts and feelings about these. For this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review, that is it. Thank you all very much for joining me for this look at this fire starter. Make sure to comment down below and share your thoughts. Do you guys like this product or not? Do you have any experience with these or not? I appreciate you all. Make sure to hit the thumbs up because it does help the channel. Strength and honor. See you soon.